Hey, what is going on, everybody? It's Jacob. In this video, I want to talk to you about a question that pops up quite a lot coming through our ads, coming through my Facebook group, coming through our support channel, and that's people who are a bit younger, right? People who are, teenagers, even earlier than that. We've had questions come through, and they say, "How can I get started making money online with affiliate marketing?" Right? Because some companies place limitations on the age of people that they'll work with. And it can make it more difficult when you're under the age of 18, right? You probably want to get started for free, if not super low cost. It's going to be harder for you to bring certain resources together. You may not have time. It's just a slightly more difficult situation for people who are in that earlier age bracket, trying to make this stuff happen. And so I wanted to film a quick video to give you my advice if I was in your shoes right now. Okay, now look, you can't get around some companies not wanting to work with people who are younger. There's legalities around it, all that kind of stuff. You can't deal with that. You just have to move forward and do what you can with the resources that are available to you. Okay, first thing that I want to say though is well done to you. Like, I didn't get into the the online business space until I was past kind of 25, like full time. I was in it earlier than that, but like really jumping into it past 25, it took me a long time to figure out that this is what I want to do. So if you're a teenager and you're watching this and you've figured out that this is what you're going to do, you have so much time on your hands. Like, you have so much road ahead to figure all this stuff out. By the time if you're 15 right now, by the time you get to 20, the amount of experience and learning that you're going to have under your belt is going to be so valuable to you that you'll have such an advantage over other people, right? I think a lot of people think that age is a serious limiting factor, and I can tell you from experience that you will run into people who won't respect you or won't take you seriously because of your age. I've experienced that in my corporate career. But just push on, right? Just ignore them. Keep doing what you want to do. Your age doesn't matter. All that matters is that you have an ethical approach to business and you stay focused. If you do those two things, your age doesn't matter. And honestly, if you're a bit younger and you're more tech savvy, you're going to have an advantage anyway. So well done to you on being in this kind of train of thought and looking at this option, because it's a great path. Okay, so here's my big ticket piece of advice for you. It's focus on long-term building strategies. Okay, so in the affiliate marketing world, you're going to run into two different types of strategies, right? One of them can make you a bit of money now, but longer term it's not going to serve you really well. One of them can make you money now and serve you really well long term. Okay, so I want to explain the difference between these two things to you, and hopefully that will give you a good understanding as to why you should focus on one over the other. And especially if you're starting now at a younger age, it's going to set you up really well for the long term. Okay, so these two different things that you can do is, one of them is what I would call like very campaign specific affiliate marketing. Okay, this is where you're not building an asset. This is where you're not building an audience. This is where you're not building a brand or a tribe or a following or whatever you want to call it. You're literally like, how can I get someone to buy from this link today? You're not thinking about tomorrow. You're not thinking about a week away. You're not thinking about a month away or a year away. All you are thinking about is, how do I make this sale today? And this is where a lot of people get sold the latest and greatest system to do that, right? How to make money online without having to sell, or without having to build a list, or without having to build a Facebook group or a YouTube channel or an audience or blog or whatever. Everyone wants to know how to do it without doing the thing that's really critically important. Okay, so my advice to you, if you're younger and you're getting started, is ignore all of that bullshit, right, and focus on the longer term. Focus on building an audience, because if you do that now and you do that for a couple of years, by the time you get to late teens, early 20s, you're going to have such an asset built up that you're going to be so far ahead, right? So you're at a point now where you're watching this and you've got an advantage. You've got time on your side. Don't waste it. Don't waste it with all the shiny bullshit. Spend it building that long-term asset, building your email list, building a Facebook group, building a YouTube channel, whatever it may be. The platforms will change over time, But the good thing is if you start building on one platform now and then another platform pops up, you can move people over there. Okay, you can move them around wherever it is that you are uploading content. They'll decide not to start uploading on YouTube today because it's been around for a while, and they're like, oh, I'll wait for the next platform. But the reality is, who knows when the next platform's coming, and who knows when it's going to blow up. You may as well start today with what is out there, and then you can pivot when the time is necessary, and the people that start following you on the platform that you start uploading on will come with you. Okay, so that's my big advice to you, is use the time that you've got, which is on your side, to build something for the long term, and it's going to serve you really, really well. Okay, now this advice applies to anybody. Go out there and find a good product that you want to promote, that you can get behind, right? That obviously you're allowed to promote based on your age, so that you don't have any issues with getting affiliate commissions paid out or anything like that. And then go and choose one platform and really, 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 really stick with it. And if you do that for the long term, you will be very, very well positioned now and into the future. Okay. The second piece of advice that I can give you, which ties into what we've just spoken about, but it's focused on learning sales and marketing. Okay. Study and read as much as possible about sales and marketing, and that will serve you ridiculously well as you start creating content, as you start generating leads, as you start making offers. That is what is going to get you building momentum as quickly as possible. Okay, not the latest and greatest hacks and loopholes and all that kind of stuff. Studying and learning sales and marketing. The sooner that you start doing that, and the sooner that you start building that asset for the long term, it's going to position you super, super well. So go onto Amazon and look at the top sales and marketing books, buy those, start reading those, pick your platform, pick your product, and then focus on that for the next 12 months, 24 months. And in that amount of time, I promise you are going to blitz so much of the industry, because so many people are jumping around. So many people are trying to do 1,000 different things. Nobody wants to focus on the things that they know they need to do. They just don't want to do them because it takes hard work. Okay, so this is my advice to you as a younger person trying to get started in this space. If you do this, you stick with these high value, high income skills for the long term, you'll do really well. Okay. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the channel, and I'll talk to you all soon. Cheers.